Well, welcome back to Outdoors with Ed and sometimes G. Well, it's been a while since I've put a video out on this channel, and the last time that I did, probably the video had something to do with this Pelican Catch PWR100. And I have enjoyed this. I remember putting the video out that when I first bought it, I was giddy like a kid in a candy store. And I had a lot of fun with it. We caught plenty of fish with it. We went plenty of places with it. But I have decided to retire it. It is still very useful, very usable. And but I have decided to move up to another vessel. And right here she is. Now that right there is a Tahoe T16. All right, I'm gonna show you this bad boy starting from the back. Well, it's got a 75 mercury on it. And we had it out earlier today, and that baby will flat out scoot right along. Comes just like you see it here. It's got that transom saver, I think that's what that's called. It's got your straps. And it's got a depth finder. But there's your galvanized trailer. It does not have a spare tire. I'm disappointed to find that out. It's got that swing tongue. This is a 16-foot trailer with that swing tongue, which is what helped us to be able to get it in this garage. We've got a 3-car garage, but the third bay over there is full of kayaks and tools. And so, yeah, we had to get it in here. We don't park our cars in here anyway, so. All right, I'm gonna show you how I utilize the storage space inside of this Tahoe T16. Now, keep a few things in mind. I don't have my system set yet, so I'm just gonna show you what is here in case you have not seen this type boat before. And of course, you can arrange it however meets your needs. But so far, this is what I'm doing. This first couch here, I'm just using that for a couple of the boat fenders. That's all that's in there. And also my dock rope is kind of tucked away in there. Of course, there's no storage under this seat. There's no storage under this seat. This boat's dirty too, by the way. And under the other couch, same thing. A couple of boat fenders. And this middle storage, I'm using it for my throwing safety device. I've got a collapsible fishing rod and reel in there. I've got a small anchor. That anchor is really not big enough for this boat, but that's the anchor that I had already, so I'm using it for now, but I will get another one. And then, of course, what comes with the boat is your anchor light and the paddle. So there's plenty more space in there, though. All right, so that's how I've got that so far. Now, up here where the fire extinguisher is, I've got a tackle bag in there. Under this middle section, I've got nothing. Let's see. I've got some fishing gear in there, some lures and such. Now, there is, I'm gonna turn this camera up here. Underneath the steering wheel, the dash, okay, there is a compartment where the wiring is. Now, what I did is I put a waterproof bag, waterproof case in there, and I'm keeping some Band-Aids and the boat registration up there. And I will probably also keep hidden under there when we are out. So I didn't know, you might not be aware of that cubby, but if you own this boat, then I'm sure you are aware. But that is how I'm keeping stuff. Again, I don't have my storage solution decided yet, but that's so far. Up here is a couple of places for phones. and your USB, got an auxiliary cable. And this one over here is for a lighter. Now those bimini cover straps were getting in my way in these cubbies. So what I did is I just tucked them right inside here. That may or may not be a good idea. It's been a long time since I've owned a boat with a bimini top. I might regret keeping the strap there, but for now that's what I'm doing. One thing I did want to call your attention to on this boat is this drain plug is located right under the engine. And I gotta be honest with you, I think it's less a plug than it is just a gasket. Like, if you take a really close look at that, as best you can, that's just a gasket. That's the only thing. There's no cork to it. There's no big rubber pieces, you know. That's just a gasket. So the thing is, if that gasket dry rots or something like that, you're gonna be in trouble. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure I keep that gasket maintained. People have different motivations for buying boats, and they have different requirements. My requirement was basically really one major requirement. I live in an HOA, Homeowners Association neighborhood, and the bylaws say that we cannot keep our boats in the driveway. We can keep them in the backyard behind the fence, but my backyard is not suitable. My side yards really aren't wide enough for me to get this boat in the backyard. So that's why I'm not keeping it back there. Plus we have trees in the backyard. We live on the side of the neighborhood where we have trees. If you live in the middle of the neighborhood, you have no trees. So I didn't really want to keep my boat back there under the trees anyway. So anyway, I had to keep it in the garage, all right? So it had to fit in the garage. Actually do not have to sit it catty-cornered when you get it into the garage. So it sits straight in there with the engine trimmed and everything like that. So there's no worry, it fits in there nicely. That was the main requirement that I needed the boat to meet to be able to get it. I really wanted the pontoon, the 16-foot pontoon, but the package height was like 8 feet 8 inches, and this garage door opening right here is 7 feet 6 inches, so it wasn't gonna fit. And this Tahoe T16 fits in here perfectly. All right, so this is our inaugural trip, and this boat calls for 6 persons or 950 pounds. We've got how many people here today? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 adults and 3 children. That's 7 people, but we're not at 950 pounds. And the boat handled that number of people and the weight that we've got right here perfectly. And our top speed, of course, we're still in the break-in period, the 10 hours. So our top speed today was about 26 miles per hour. Guys, how do you think that the boat handled it today?
It was a dream.
Yeah? Yeah?
Dream.
Yeah? Yeah? Thumbs up. What about up here? Good? Yeah? But did you have fun? I think he's tired. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
All right. So yes, this Tahoe T16, I recommend it if you are a small family of 3, 4, even 5. I would recommend this, especially if it's your first boat. It is adequate for what you need on your boating trip, and it'll accommodate you. It'll do what you need, and I recommend it.